Going on? I'm Jimmy Halley, and this is the Gym Boss Podcast. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to get your gym clients from stop leaving your gym, and how to get them to pay your premium in the process as well. But before I go into that, if you're a gym owner and you want to get more leads, more clients, and grow your brand all at the same time, and you want us to be able to do that for you, go on over to iwantgymleads.com. That's iwantgymleads.com. Short little survey for you to complete there, and then we'll organize a time to get on the phone so we can talk about how we can do exactly that for your gym. Right, so let's get into this. How to keep your gym clients from leaving and have them happily pay your premium in the process. So I've got something that's called like the results equation. So it's a simple thing. There's only three things to the equation. And if you're on the video, you can see it, which is awesome. It's on the whiteboard behind me. But if you're on the podcast, I'll talk you through it. It's very simple. So imagine how you have a line drawn across the page, left to right. And above the line, normally what people focus on in gyms, especially in the health and fitness market where it's about weight loss or muscle gain, those sort of physique things, results is what the gym will focus on. You're going to lose weight. You're going to do this. You're going to be, building your arms. You're going to be doing all that sort of stuff, which is cool because if you think about it, that's what the client, when they come to you, that's what they want. However, that's the way when gym owners come to me and they ask for help, like I'll actually tell you a story about how this pans out in a little bit. But when they come to you, they will ask for the result. That's what they come first. But what you need to do is what's above the line first. So normally people put the results above the line, which is what's first. And then as an afterthought, the other two things I'm going to talk about. But we need to flip the equation around. So there's three elements to this: customer service, the experience and enjoyment, then results. That's the three things, right? And we need to put them in that order. So customer service and experience and enjoyment need to be above the line. They need to be the two things that are at the forefront of your focus to be able to have a gym where people love and stay where they want to go. Sure, they're going to get the result. That's a byproduct of doing the things above the line. If you have an amazing diet, an amazing training program, but your customer service sucks and you're just absolutely brutalizing them in training sessions and they hate it and they're sore all the time, guess what? They're not going to enjoy it. Most people aren't bodybuilders. Most people aren't athletes. They don't want it, so we don't train them like that. I'll give you a great example. I was in a gym, in a big box gym where trainers pay rent, and I saw there was a trainer running like a little bit of a boot camp. Now, I'm not going to name the gym. This was ages ago, but I walked in there and I just saw this guy absolutely smashing them. And these were people that were doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Form was all over the place, and you could see that they were wrecked. No rest, no anything. You could hear them complaining, and so I was in there doing my workout and whatever, and so I had my headphones in, but I actually pushed pause on my music so I could actually like eavesdrop on them. And then afterwards, the workout finished, and I could hear them talking about they were talking about leaving. And they were talking about leaving because they were all hanging out. The trainer had left to do his next thing. And they were all talking about leaving because like, oh man, this is not getting any easier. And like, I felt sorry. I didn't say anything to him. I felt sorry for him. I was just like, it's because the guy thinks he's doing them a service by smashing them. But their enjoyment level was almost at a zero. And they were talking about leaving in front of other just general people like me. They didn't know who I was. And so, that is a real story of what can happen if their experience and enjoyment is like very low. And so that's that. Now, if we go and flip that on the other side, sure, we make their experience and their enjoyment awesome, but the customer service, this is how we can beat other gyms. This is how you can beat other gyms in your area, especially big box gyms if they're starting to introduce group training elements as well, or semi-private training even. This is how you beat them, by customer service. And that's how I've got some dollar signs next to that, is how you can charge a premium for that as well. And people love premium services. Like, think of why is luxury because it's a premium thing. So why can't we, as the fitness industry, as small gym owners, be the premium offering? Sure, they can have the big, like, let's call it like the Kmart or the Target, where they're the big store that has everything. But it's kind of like, they're not going to be like real premium, are they? And then what we need to be is we need to be the small specialist premium offering. So you're not the Kmart, you're the Versace, right? Or you're the Gucci. So you just specialize in that one thing, and people will pay a premium for it and happily will because they love it. And it's what they want. So the customer service and experience, like, what can you do that's like, if you think you're giving a 10 out of 10, you need to go double it. That's what I would say. Like, double your level of service, double your level of enjoyment and experience for people. So have curated processes for everything. From the time that's, somebody opts in as a lead to the time that they actually set foot in the gym and then sign up. Like, every process needs to have a little touch point that makes them just think, you know what? That was really cool. And every touch point resells them on the fact that your business is the place to be. That your gym is the place to be, and it's a sale. Every touch point is a sale. It's a mini micro sale where if they're already sold, the sale doesn't end after they're sold. The sale has to continue every single touch point to reaffirm the fact that they've made the right choice. So if you can do things like write them a handwritten card, send them like personalized videos with you, to welcome them to getting them personalized nutrition, personalized accountability. All these other things that you can include will actually then help increase your customer service, which will then increase your revenue that you can charge per client, which is great for you because you're getting great. People are loving the service. You're charging more, so people are happy. And then now you've got programs and your trainers' experience that you're delivering to them with the second part of this equation here. They're enjoying it. Make it fun. Have some games in there or something. Not everybody has to train like an athlete. Yes, we as trainers, and I've fallen victim to this in the past as well, where you're like, hey, they've got to do squats, they've got to do deadlifts. Not everybody has to. Not everybody should. Not everybody wants to. I had a heap of guys, I trained just dudes. Heap of guys going, I don't really want to train legs, and I used to always make them train legs. But then I was like, how can I incorporate a little bit of legs? So I did full body sessions instead of just leg days, because they were dreading leg days. And so I now like spread it out, and you got to look at the things to get the level of enjoyment. That will tell you. You can see it. You've just got to have the awareness to be able to go, okay. And when people are experiencing it and having enjoyment and having more fun, like having like a social element to it as well, that's where people will start referring and stuff like that. If you focus on the results primarily, people won't enjoy it as much unless they're like really high level, and you're not going to get as many referrals because you're pushing on the hard work. You're pushing on, yes, it's all hard work, but if you emphasize the customer service and the experience, the hard work will be almost like disguised in fun and in their level of enjoyment that they're getting, right? So if you draw a line across the page. Above the line is your focuses, that need to be your primary focus, and your secondary focus is below the line. So your primary focus are the two things: customer service, experience, and enjoyment. They're the two. And below the line, which is your secondary focus, is results. So the results come last because they won't get the result if they don't stay long enough. Right? So if we focus on the end rather than the right now, you lose. You have to look at what you're doing today for your client, because a lot of people can't think that long term and they're looking to come to you as an expert for help, and people need the emotional help and the support first and foremost above the technical aspects of diet and training. And you've got that in boatloads. Okay, you've got that in spades. I don't deny that for a second. And we know what they need, but we need to give them what they want as well as what they need mixed together. That's the magic. If you can get that equation happening properly, then that's where you're going to succeed. And look, if you're a gym owner, you've seen that and you're like, hey, that's pretty cool, and I do want to know a bit more about how I can increase my premium services, or you want to be able to do that, but you just want to know how to market it or get somebody to do it for you, then go to iwantgymleads.com. Short little form for you to fill out over there, and then we can get on the phone and have a chat so we can talk about how I can actually take over all the marketing stuff for you, so you can get back into the gym and doing what you do best, which is being with your clients, focusing on this customer experience, focusing on this enjoyment, getting your clients results, and growing that culture and community that you've got in your gym. So that's iwantgymleads.com. And you know what? If you watch this and people are like, hey, you know what? That's cool. I need some people that need to hear this. Tag them in it. Share it with them. Just share it with a friend or somebody that you think needs to hear this. And until next time, legends, peace. Love you all. See you all in the next one.